Hello everybody, my name is Leonard Minquan. Today we're going to be talking about the story of the 5 years old Liam Congenial Gramus and his father were detained by immigration and customs enforcement agents in Columbia Heights. So recently, especially in the New Year's spirit, the ICE agents and the ICE overall, they had been making everything complicated, right? From the story of the fatal shot of Renee Good to the story of um, other fatal killings today in January 2026, a 5-year-old, which is a preschooler. Yeah, so just a K5 student and his father, named Adrian Alexander Canejo Arias, were detained by the ICE agents in Columbia Heights, a suburb of Minneapolis. So again, the story was continually going on. Now the incident has become a national flashpoint in the Trump administration's Operation Metro Surge immigration crackdown. Now, let's talk about the incident. First, Liam and his father were intercepted in their driveway as they were returning from the boys' preschool. So during the boy trip coming back home from his preschool, he suddenly got intercepted. And so photos of Liam wearing a blue bunny hat and a Spider-Man backpack while being held by a federal agent went viral, sparking widespread outrage and people saying how could an agent be so cruel. And so DHS and ICE claims were very rage baiting. Officials stated that they were targeting the father, who they had alleged tried to flee on foot and abandon his child in a car. They claimed that they took William for his own safety after his mother refused to open the door to accept him. Now, the Columbia Heights Public Schools superintendent and family advocates alleges that agents used Liam as a bait by having him knock on the door to lure older adults out. They also state that a neighbor offered to take the child, but ICE refused. Now, the family is originally from Ecuador, and entered the United States in 2024 via the CBP One app to seek asylum. And their lawyer maintains they have no criminal record and have attended all required court hearings. And so records so both have pending immigration cases, meaning they cannot be legally deported until those cases are adjudicated. And on January 27, which is 7 days after the incident, a federal judge named Fred Beery issued a temporary stay, blocking the government from reporting or transferring Liam and his father from the Texas region where they were held. And so currently they are held at the South Texas Family Residential Center. And so Congressman visited them on the 28th of January, reporting that the father is deeply concerned about his son's mental state, describing the boy as depressed, sad, and sleeping excessively. Now, the aggressors fueled a massive Day of Truth and Freedom protest in Minneapolis on January 23, involving a general strike and a march of thousands of citizens wanting to fight for the right of this preschooler. And so Minnesota toddler in Minnesota, a lot of things were happening. Minnesota toddler taken into ICE custody with father and flown to Texas is returned to mother the next day, the lawyer says. This is a different story. A 2-year-old girl was taken into ICE custody with her father on Thursday, which is on 23. And so she was in the Minneapolis too before she was flown to Texas. And then she returned to her mother on a Friday afternoon. So everything happened very, very quickly. On Thursday, they were being captured and flying to Texas. But on Friday, they were back with their mother. And so the child transfer took place despite a court order requiring her immediate release. And the toddler's father, identified as the name Elvis Tippin and Cherica, remains in custody. The family's attorney Kira told CNN Friday evening, which means only the toddler was released, while his while her father was still captured. We don't know yet about the ICE stories here, but to what public have been outraging about, it is totally a very, very bad step of the ICE and of the president himself to let things go this far. And rather, right now, they have a suitable and logical answer or an explanation or an apologize, or else they will be getting even way worse attacks. That is all that I have to tell you guys for today. Thank you for listening and goodbye.